Hello, SpeedGaming 5. Tonight we've got Game 2 between FurySK and Xarnax42. My name's CyberChowX. I'm joined tonight by DH Storm. DH Storm will be joining me momentarily. Anyway, FurySK won Game 1 last night, and for his remorse flag, Xarnax chose to assure that we would not have swordless. Now, we've got a lot of interesting flags that can be on in the Elite 8. One of them is, as noted, swordless. We also have randomized starting hearts. It looks like they got lucky and it rolled up to 5. It can be anywhere from 1 to 5. We could have mirrored overworld. We could have sprite shuffle, either the normal one where everything's weird, or fun percent where everything has the same sprite. And based on the fact that we're not seeing sprites in the scroll, I'm thinking we might be getting one of those. We don't know which one, but we might have some form of sprite shuffle here. And of course...
Sounds right. Oh, cannot wait to see what we when this thing gets started.
Oh, there we are. Hello, DH.
Hello! Sorry about that. But I'm excited for this race to get started, and I can't think of a better way to spend my Friday nights than with Freddy's Randomizer.
Yep.
And for the record, I did not say no Trogdar. I just simply said, check with Jay Cofer first.
We're off. We've got something that looks like... Yeah, that is a boomerang. So I guess we don't have sprite shuffle. We seem to have the Triforces from, looks like 2, 3, 4, and 7 if it's all first quest. No, 2 and 3 switch with each other, so it's definitely 2 and 3.
And we are mirrored. That is indeed the east coast of Vanilla on the west side. And we are not swordless, but we are definitely not going to get any more swords.
Yep, and we've got a book on the coast.
Yep. At first, I had thought we might actually have 0 HP enemies, but Xarnax quickly showed that those blue Octoroks were the only ones that could only be hit by a boomerang and die. We also have invisible health.
Yeah. Invisible health.
Indeed. And that was a regular secret, just 30 rupees there, so that's not randomized. Still don't know about the overworld, although Fury is probably going to give us some information here in just a second once he goes towards Vanilla level 2.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, the Armos rolled down on their health. You can just swap them with the boomerang.
Very nice.
And
that is second quest.
Yeah.
That is the lake. So either we have mixed second or second quest completely.
Yeah, because I believe that screen will always be a lake on any mixed. Could be wrong about that. Might only be mixed second, but I think that's always a lake in mixed. And we have vanilla messages, so we're not going to get any helpful hints.
Nope.
But they are at least saying different things, so we don't need the book to translate, but like I said, that doesn't make much of a difference when it's just the vanilla messages.
Right. That book also means we don't have a boomstick seed. So they really are not going to get a whole lot of extra combat help today. Xarnax finds that 100 secret, So we've got to keep
Nice,
an eye out
nice.
to see if any more of those pop up, and that'll confirm whether we're first quest or second.
Yeah, well, we might be getting a confirmation on that sooner rather than later, because I believe the color of level 3 changes whether you're on mixed first or mixed second. And it is brown. I believe that is what it is in first quest, so I think we're in mixed first.
Okay. Xarnax picks up a candle and is going to start burning the dead woods down. Sounds like a hot time. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was whichever one of those items was the white. Well, that was the white sword item by just being there.
Yeah.
But it still rolled the 6 hearts. So the odds were not great on that, but they did fire.
Ooh, yeah. Hadn't even thought about that one.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh. Yeah, my mistake. It's 2, 4, 6, and 7. So 6 is guaranteed because that stays the same in either quest.
Yep. Still no levels yet. And
yep. Yeah, and Xarnax
picks up that 6 heart.
the heart, and that guarantees he'll be able to pick up another heart in the White Sword Cave.
Absolutely. Still no levels yet. Still kind of early, but you usually find at least one by now.
Yeah, almost 5 minutes is kind of long to be without a level.
Fury makes his way to the start screen of Vanilla. Had taken a second there to kind of stare at the Triforces. I think he was also doing what we were and just trying to make sure he understood exactly which ones he had.
Now, the interesting thing about Mirrored Overworld is that if you know how to screen scroll, you pretty much don't even need the raft, because I think you can get to both of the... I know you can get to the coast raft spot with a screen scroll. I think you can get to both of them.
You cannot get to the island in the middle. You still need a raft for that.
You still need the raft for that, unless you have whistle to vanilla locations and can get there that way.
It's true. And then we did see in a race a couple of weeks ago, if there happens to be a dungeon there, and you can whistle to it, then that very seldomly can happen as well. Fury picking up that 100 secret now. I believe it's the same one that Xarnax picked up earlier.
Correct.
And yeah, they're just all collecting money right now and starting to build up their arsenal. Fury gets some bombs.
Yep.
I think that's the first ones we've seen this game. No, Xarnax has had some.
Xarnax has had some, but I didn't see if he found them through a drop or if he purchased them. Oh,
Yeah.
we find a level, but it's level 9.
Yeah, can't get far in that one yet. And to respond to chat, Fury thought, based on a comment, that someone who will remain anonymous but might be talking right now, said that he couldn't use Trogar without permission from someone and decided not to use that for now. I don't know how it got so far out of hand. Xarnax does pick up that heart container. Bring up the 7.
Yep. And we find just another secret on Fury's side. So yeah, where can all these levels...
Oh, how about
there's
the corner?
one, but it...
Southeast corner gets us level 6. And
level 6.
So thirsty for dungeon content that Fury's going to dive it, even though he's seeing Wizrobes.
Yep. And We do have shuffled enemy sets. My first thought was with Wizrobes, it could be vanilla enemy sets, but there's some Gibdos mixed in with them, and they're not normally in that set.
It's true. And we've also already run into 2 bosses. It might be a coincidence, but we might also have more bosses flag on.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and that looked an awful lot like the second quest.
Chad is actually voting for shape on that. Xarnax has found level 1, though.
Could be a shape.
Yeah.
I know
we'll
that
find out pretty quickly. Because level 6, if level 6 is a shape, then level 1 is a shape. If this is second quest, actually, I don't think there's any possibility of being in that room on second quest 1.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Shape.
So shape's front half. Oh yeah,
And
that's.
that kills
I'm pretty sure that is
completely.
not a room in either quest.
Yes.
Top row second. So yeah, shapes.
Absolutely.
Front half, and either shapes or first quest back half, because we saw the level 9 entrance was at the first quest spot, so it's not second quest there either.
Yeah, and Fury's going to go ahead and dive this. Being level 2, it's going to be a relatively small level, and all of the items are going to be on the floor, because that still happens even in shapes. We haven't confirmed whether we have Heart Shuffle on or not.
Yeah,
so.
We've got when Mola's going down to a boomerang.
That might be 0 HP bosses. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, that would be my thought.
But you will not have these guys dropping to a boomerang.
And we've got a map, so name that inkblot.
I'm going to let chat play that one first. We got a Triforce in its room. Could be a coincidence, but it could be Triforces in their vanilla rooms. And Fury wipes out one of those death worms and is going to leave and come back. And magically, they're both gone. And we're going to get a very important compass and see if it might have been in one of those boss rooms. Or we won't pick up the compass. Oh, he's already got the Triforce from 2. It's not going to matter. Oof, this is not a fun room. Yeah, you cannot melt traps with the candle, Fury. That doesn't work.
Yeah, he was just trying to damage boost through them, because the candle flame does less damage than the traps do. Oh, but the gels rolled up.
Yes,
they really rolled up.
Yes. So Fury is going to try and gather up these gels all together, kind of ranch them together. And
to use his bomb
one
on them.
last bomb. And he does it, and he just gets freedom. So that is looking very much like those... all of the drops in here, all of the items, are probably on bosses.
Well, they're definitely all enemy blocked. I mean, it's...
oh, that's right. We did have some
dark
some other
nuts.
enemies in there. Yes. Good old dark nuts. I was like, just a reminder, this is not swordless. That is the remorse flag that Xarnax chose. We just have not found the sword yet. It will be the only sword they find in this game, but it is out there.
And there it is, under the Blue Ring Armos.
Indeed. Well, that's kind of an Armos item block on sword. You know, just Armos, sitting on it. But Fury is going to be able to take advantage of that. I did not see what stops Xarnax from exploring more of one. And I don't think that he found anything while he was in there. He wasn't in there very long.
Yeah, could have just been that it's not easy to do combat in this situation, or
It's true.
I mean, shapes ones can also be very small. It's easy to get key blocked in them because with so few rooms, they can sometimes be a little noodly.
Yep.
And Xarnax finds the letter, and Fury is headed back into level 2 to search for those items.
Indeed. I don't think that we've seen, like we briefly saw level 9, but I don't think that we had a good idea of whether it was shapes or not at this point. I don't think that we've seen 7 or 8.
No, Xarnax did see level 7.
Oh, he did? Okay.
And was that? Yes, that was a bombs plus. So the bombs plus that replaced the white sword rolled into level 2.
Interesting. Yeah. So apparently we're getting word from chat that Xarnax tried to burn the wrong bush in Candle Row. And so let's just hope that that does not come back to bite him. Otherwise, Fury will be moving on in this elimination round match to face Sci-Town. Obviously, we want the best racer to win, but I know all of us would love to see this go to a Game 3. And Xarnax is now exploring Death Mountain. Doesn't have the sword yet. Missed that spot, the Blue Ring Shop, and does not have many bombs either, so can't imagine it's going to spend a ton of time there. Huh. It buys a big shield. Not something you see every day in this race, but it does happen.
No, I mean it can be useful. And Xarnax picked up the power bracelet somewhere.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that was actually at Vanilla Spot. Okay, so this is apparently something Xarnax does.
Yeah, could
I
be.
understand.
Yes, Xarnax is an advocate of the large shield.
And I can.
I like it too, but there's just never really a great time to pick it up in Rando, I find.
It's true, unless it's just like right in front of you in a boomstick seat or something like that.
Yeah, obviously in Boomstick.
And Fury able to take advantage of having a sword to take out these Dodongos and restore his bomb count, which seems to have just rolled up. 2. So not a whole lot.
And we find that level 2 does still have a heart container in it.
Yep. So the chances of it being a heart shuffle are decreasing, but that, there's a lot of hearts to find. That could be a coincidence. Their match yesterday actually had a fairly big coincidence in the opposite direction. Led Xarnax to believe that it was vanilla items for a fairly large amount of time during the race. When it ended up just being that the level 2 and level 3 items were vanilla just because.
And Xarnax is in level 8, so that's kind of large dungeon to be digging without a sword, but it's always a good dungeon to find because it's got an additional item.
Yep, Xarnax is very quickly running out of locations where that sword could be. You just gotta wonder if he just completely spaced on going to that area, or if he purposefully skipped it until later. The longer he doesn't have that sword, the further behind he's falling right now. Still pretty early, but you don't want to see that. Alright, Fury is going to pick up his power bracelet now as well, as he continues to explore. He's going to do be able to much more thoroughly explore Death Mountain, having a sword, having that 10 bounds, just overall in a better position to clear this out. But it does seem to actually be going more in the opposite direction. Oh, he wanted to check that Take Any Road spot,
Yep.
and it ends up being vanilla.
Finds out that, yep, we've got the vanilla Take Any Roads. And meanwhile, Xarnax purchases the wooden arrows. So that's another useful purchase on his side. Money has not been terribly tight.
That makes sense. Mixed first quest, you're going to have 3 big secrets. Fury finds level 7. I think we can now confirm that this is that this is shapes for all of it. Well, that helps a lot.
Yeah, that is that is a shape.
That is a shape that is not a vanilla shape. Meanwhile, Xarnax is combing the desert.
Nope.
He ain't
And
found nothing.
Find the block sitting at the top of the dungeon. So that's not going to be... Meat is not going to be required in this seat.
It's true. One less thing to buy. Oh, and Fury immediately runs into a ladder block.
Yeah, so 7 will have to wait.
Yeah, I mean, granted, you've already got the Triforce for 7. There's a good chance that you might actually not need to come back here.
Ah, yes, good point, good point.
Yeah, right now, Xarnax is on his way. He's going to finally find that sword. And Fury really needs to find level 1, I think.
Yeah, level 1 is definitely a good dungeon to find. It's small, it's going to be the smallest dungeon in shapes, and it's going to have 2 items, possibly 3 if it is Heart Shuffle.
Absolutely. And I believe that we were blocked out of it earlier because of keys, but Fury does indeed have a key.
Yeah, Fury also has max money, so if he wanted to, he could purchase a blue ring next time he's at the blue ring shop. Although with vanilla shops, that's going to be the rare shop.
It's true. But at this point, he doesn't have arrows yet. I could see him purchasing that first. And no reason to play that either. I live in Vegas, and it's just like that. There's nothing to do with your fortune except make it go down. It does pick up yet another Take Any. Consider the potion there for a second. Xarnax has a sword and has definitely gone straight back to level 1. Not terribly surprising. And is going to try and see how much health these Dark Nuts have. And these have a lot of health in vanilla. Oh, they rolled down. They seem pretty friendly. That was 4 or 5. Not bad at all.
That's nice.
and does get a key for his combat prowess to unlock the door in that room. Oh, and even deadlier than Dark Nuts is Super Gels.
Yeah, that does look like the maximum 4 HP.
It's true. And, you know, he does have that large shield to help him out with those fireballs. Unfortunately, he's been fighting all these gels in corners facing away.
Oh, and just gets a 5er. Meanwhile, yeah, Fury finds level 3. We're getting all the early levels, but
Ew, that
yeah, this dungeon kind of siphons you into. Oh, and we've got a heart in a
the underground
staircase.
So that could be
heart
the ghost heart. It could
well,
be the ghost heart.
we've already seen another heart somewhere
over
the floor. We saw it with white swords. This is Heart Shuffle.
That is 100% Heart Shuffle.
And that is a Patra.
That is a Patra. It did not roll down so far. The white sword item was a heart.
Yeah, so, yeah, now the center of the Patra will probably be 0 HP because we decided that 0 HP bosses were on, but those orbiting bits are considered regular enemies, so they could have easily rolled up.
Yep. Oh, speaking of rolled up, Gorillas, the red Gorillas took a bomb and kept on licking. Yeah,
that's got to be at least +2. I didn't see exactly how much health they had. And
we got a little horsey.
Finds the Triforce, won't pick it up just yet.
Yep.
And finds another room full of blue Dark Nuts.
Yep.
Oh,
meanwhile,
they didn't roll minimum because they were still able to withstand a bomb, but
yeah, I think they're 5.
Yeah, that's still pretty nice.
Yep. Fury finds a staircase, and it's going to be yet another heart. So I now believe, Fury was the one that found it before, wasn't he? Or
yeah. So that should confirm to both of them now that
they now both know.
On. And we get a level 1 map. We've got a level 3 map.
Oh, that's a good point from chat. That was also a second quest there. On Fury's side.
Oh, and another Patra. I'm almost certain that Extra Bosses is on.
Yeah, and mix that with Heart Shuffle, and we're going to have a long, painful search for some of these items we need.
Yeah.
Although, at this point, we've found most of the dungeons. Like 1, 2, and 3. I know we've seen 6, 7, and 8. Did we see 4? I know we haven't seen 5.
I don't think we've seen 4. But we might not ever need to find it, because they started with the Triforce. But 5 they will need to find.
And there's still a lot of options out there.
And we get a heart container in level 1. We've now got 2 of them from this dungeon. And there's one more floor item left. Oh, and
it's Xarnax's corpse. Xarnax's corpse is now the floor item, as he has been shot. Sorry, that came out a little bit more dark than I intended.
Yeah. And FurySK picks up the Triforce in level 3. It's our first Triforce pickup of the match, since they started with 4 Triforces each.
Indeed. But Xarnax can pick up that level 1 Triforce pretty quickly, so that'll tie up as soon as Xarnax is finished clearing out and exploring this level 1. And finds a heart.
Yep, so 3 hearts is the prize pool from level 1.
That is
FurySK
really
picking up the
awkward.
wooden arrows. That's a good purchase.
Yep. And Xarnax picks up that Triforce in level 1.
Yep. And he's reached the point, since we know that the Shuffle Hearts is on because it took a full 6 hearts to pick up the White Sword Heart. Xarnax has a 40% chance right now of being able to pick up the Magical Sword Bomb upgrade if he happens to be back in that area, but I seem to remember it being not that far from where they started. They found it pretty quickly.
They did indeed. I don't remember exactly where it was either, but it shouldn't take long. Now, Xarnax has not actually found that White Sword Bomb upgrade, so he doesn't know that it's still just a minimum +2. Not exactly, something you go out of your way to get. If you know that.
Well, I mean, those bomb upgrades are always +2. The ones
Are they? Okay.
The swords, yeah. But if he's in the area, I mean, every little bit helps.
It's true. And Xarnax is in level 8.
Yeah, so we shall see what level 8 has in store. It has Goma kind of gatekeeping some of the...
And Gleeok goes down fast with the 0
Fury
HP.
picks up a potion from a Take Any.
Okay, he almost did that last time, so he decides to go ahead and do that now. He's probably a little bit less concerned about getting enough hearts to get that bomb upgrade.
Yeah, it's not really that. You don't really worry that much about hearts when you're as good as these two runners are. And
Absolutely.
what he doesn't know is that when he finds level 1, and he's probably going to find it pretty soon. I don't think he's that far from it. And he's probably going to be digging for items. So what he doesn't know is that when he goes into level 1, he's going to get nothing but hearts. 3 hearts.
And I believe that Xarnax was just trying to bomb out of bounds. I'm not positive on that.
I think no, there was possibility for a room to be down there.
Okay.
But he doesn't seem to find anywhere to go. I think
yeah.
I think that Goma, the shutter doors that the Goma has, are pretty much blocking like most of the rest of the dungeon. No, I'm pretty certain when he went to the right, there was another shutter door to the north that he could have.
I believe you. I believe chat.
No, wait, no,
I
that was.
Up and
never mind. No,
he was under the number.
I'm wrong. No, I think it is. Yeah, Goma blocked.
Yeah,
and
I would believe
Xarnax. Looks like Xarnax just purchased the wooden arrows that he already had.
Well, you can never have enough. But yeah, that's an unfortunate purchase there. We'll have to ask him about that later on. Yeah, maybe we can sell him some wooden arrows, make a few bucks on the side.
Yep, and Fury has found level 1, so he's going to become a lot healthier pretty soon. Because I'm sure he's going to dig this out.
Oh, man. He spit him. That's nobody wants to die to the last keys in a room. That's just painful. But Fury is going to find out the good news about these blue dark nuts. Well, okay. Remember when we were talking about Fury maybe needing to pick up that blue ring? Yeah, I'm wondering now. He's being a little bit more careful now, taking advantage of his bombs. And I'm thinking that he might not be as disappointed as I thought initially to start getting heart containers out of here. I know he'd rather get progression or a red ring. That would be nice. But he's just going to find hearts. Meanwhile, Xarnax is cleaning out level 2 now, or at least going to try.
Yep, and we've found that the items in here are a heart container and the bombs +2 that replace the light sword.
Yep, and so that's not really going to progress us far at all.
No.
This is interesting because we're quickly running into walls, and I'm thinking that we might need to find levels 4 and 5 here before too long in order to really get progression.
Could be, or let's see. They were Goma blocked out of 8. They were Lava blocked out of 7.
Yep.
Maybe they need to go back into level 6. I don't know.
There was another block in 3, wasn't there? Or was that just a 2 hearts as well?
Don't remember. I know there was at least 1 heart in there.
Okay, we might not have found the floor item in 3, but we definitely left a lot of bosses and other things in there. So that's a possibility of the answer. Because with mixed overworld, even first quest version of it, you still might need, like the recorder or something like that in order to help find level 4 and 5. They did start with 5 hearts, so they've been very healthy.
Yep, and Fury uses the first dose of his potion to help him get through that Patra, and is rewarded with a 4 heart container.
Yep. And Fury's gonna probably go ahead. No, he's gonna keep exploring. Still 1 item to go. No reason not to.
He just wants to go around and avoid having to spend so many keys.
That makes sense. Yep. I do take it back. Fury is finding ways to clear out level 1 without a blue ring.
Yeah, and that was all 3 hearts now. So
although he did use a potion, just so but and Fury does at least have confirmation as of right now that he does have full hearts, and then that really makes it full hearts because he picks up the first Triforce.
Yep. So now he has a 1 Triforce advantage, but this is still anyone's game, because we really have not found much of anything in the way of progression.
Yep. So Xarnax is now going back into level 6. Gonna try and remember if there was a block in here or not. I mean, besides, whiz robes.
Yeah, I think whichever one of them found it, or if they both found it, it was just like really early, and whiz robes, and maybe that key door.
That's right, they were key blocked
which
out
is
of
still
here.
going to block Xarnax if he can't find another way through.
Oh, that was a red whiz robe hug, and that was enough to do him in. And it's unfortunate because he had used a couple of bombs at that point and was trying to clear out that room. and had not actually saved any of that progress by going in and out of it. Fury finally finds level 9. Oh, nice switch to the boomerang there for Xarnax to pick up those bombs that dropped.
Oh, yeah. And Fury's going to look around.
Oh. Xarnax almost got wall mastered by the wall master coming into the door that he was hiding in. And that did the fun side thing of also saving his progress in that room. But he did indeed lose his damage on that blue wizard to that point.
Yeah. And it looks like the... Oh, yeah. But, well, at least he saved progress.
He did.
When he went into that room, it was just the blue wizzy, a wall master, and a Zol.
And try and kill these other wizards to see if he can get some drops, and no go there.
No can do.
And Fury continues his exploration, is going to find level 8 up here. I believe this is Fury's first trip into here. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And Xarnax has decided to forsake the Dora method and come into the inside of this reverse C and directly fight that blue reserve. Ends up being the right call.
Yeah, well, if he's got that big shield, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
But it didn't drop anything. Is it a push block, though? It is, and it
is indeed.
It's a transport, so he can continue exploring level 6.
Yep. Old man giving us a deceptive hint by way of being vanilla. Okay, we just had double Goma. And we still have no bow. Both of our players have arrows, some more than others.
So Fury getting the bad news. Well, he still needs to kill that Gleok, check behind it. And he sees that it doesn't bomb, so he now knows that there is nowhere to go. Oh, he's first going to try bombing south here, and now he is confirmed that he is Goma blocked out of level 8.
Yep. It's true. It really is starting to feel like Xarnax might really be in the right place here, being level 6, unless Fury can find level 4 or 5 in a spot that Xarnax has not yet opened. Or
it definitely feels like level 6 is the key, and Fury picks up another guard secret. He's back up to 255. And with the arrows in hand, he may nick, if he happens to run across the blue ring shop, he very well may consider picking it up.
Absolutely.
But, alternatively, he could end up using that money to buy some keys. Because keys have been at a premium here, and we find a diamond staircase.
Oh my goodness.
It's a heart container. Oh, level 4!
Ooh, there we go. That is an amazing find by Fury. At the same time that Xarnax got a really painful find. This feels pretty momentous, like a shifting of the match right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, Xarnax still needs to find the floor item in 6, and that can make a huge difference. Because we're running out of heart containers.
Yeah. And
we still have boomerangs to find. But But the chances of getting an item that's going to make a difference is just rising and rising right now.
Yeah. Fury, though, is in a game of find the bomb hole, because this level 4 does not seem to have much in the way of openings.
It's true. Oh, there's one. Behind the tripod.
But took his last bomb, and it's just
an old man.
Old man. So he's checking to see if any walls are walk through, but we haven't seen any of those yet this seed.
And he's going to take that warp back to start screen with a boost to his health.
Yep, and it's probably going to want to come back in here with more bombs.
That's true. He is out of bombs.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there goes that full health. If he can pick that fairy up, he'd be back. Yep. Xarnax searching the graveyard now. And you just gotta think, with Xarnax heading up into Death Mountain, probably won't be terribly long before he also finds this level 4.
Yeah, and it's right now it's looking like that could be our answer.
It's the best answer we have so far. Oh, Xarnax barely outruns that sword. Oh, Fury has decided to go back to start, presumably to either farm or buy some bombs.
Yeah, I'm sure he must have a plan.
He might also be going toward that magical sword. Nope, he's going to
that is always he's gonna buy some bombs there. Yeah, he remembered that there was a bomb shop close to start, and any roads will take him at least moderately close to Death Mountain. So he's
smart play.
Heading into the desert area, though, I'm gonna explore some more of the or guess just going to go the yes, for the rest of Death Mountain.
Yep, he's just gonna warp over this way. Might explore a little bit more, might just go ahead and go straight back to level 4. Looks like he's headed back to 4.
Yeah, could be. Yep, there we go. I think he checked everything except for a couple of westward facing walls.
What, Xarnax finds 5! Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have found every single dungeon. None of them are recorder or ladder or raft blocked.
Yeah. Well, not to get into anyway. I mean, there's
Yes.
And Fury finds his bomb hole. Xarnax finds a transport.
Indeed. Xarnax had a small fight with the block there, but manages to get through.
Ooh. That's this level, I don't think level 4 is the answer. We've got a double block room with another Goma in it, and we've got the double river room. So, yeah, whatever's in 4, I don't think it's the bow or the ladder. Well, it could be the ladder if the bow is found in level 5 here.
Yep. And Xarnax, level 5, found the bomb upgrade. It was vanilla, of course. It's also up to 7 keys at this point. Very quickly approaching the point where the any key will magically appear just because why not?
Yep. I think Fury's still trying to farm bombs off of blue Lionels whenever possible.
Yeah, and he's going to be in a very unfortunate situation because he's only got one bomb left, and I don't think that next bomb is going to. Well, he's going up.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is it. This is level 5. He's going to get lucky here. I thought he was going to go the other way.
Yeah.
So he has now found level 5.
Yeah, so we're gonna have dueling level 5s here.
Xarnax, of course, has a bit of a lead, but yeah. I also see that Fury just picked up a key, has gone up to 2. We'll have to watch his key count and see exactly how key-rich this dungeon really is.
Yep.
Oof.
Oh, and Fury takes a death. So that'll give Xarnax a little more time to continue exploring.
And Xarnax has a full 10 bombs. Fury has none, but Chad is pointing out that Fury can afford that bomb upgrade when he gets there.
That he can. So that'll...
If he gets there.
And that could swing things around. Also, if with the lead Xarnax has in this dungeon, you have to remember, he hasn't seen level 3 yet, I don't think. He doesn't have the Triforce. So, the fact that he's a little bit ahead right now, there's... Fury still has a little bit of an advantage to, in what he's already done.
Absolutely he does. And, oh shoot! Xarnax wanders into a shoot room. He also wasted a key, unfortunately. Going back into that reverse C room, not realizing until he pushed it that it was the first one that he took at the beginning. And he is going to be able to at least fill up his bombs real quick. Having some problems with that top Tadago.
And Fury gets the bomb upgrade. It is the vanilla 4 as expected from that price, and we've got a map on Xarnax's side. And right next to the map room is the Triforce room.
And there is yet another heart container on that Aquamentos.
Yep, and he's looking at his map, he's thinking, do I want to go into this room?
Oh,
and it is not the staircase he is looking for, because right now he only needs the staircase item out of here, and we don't see that many other places that our next item could be, but ooh, that door's not going to help him.
Not at all.
And I think Xarnax just remembered that he's already found the floor item.
Yep, and he's gonna take that Triforce as probably a warp back to the beginning. Yes, we found another heart on the floor here. Fury steals the key from that.
Yep, and Xarnax is heading back in.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It has to be done.
I've decided to nickname this the Cobra. It looks like a cobra coming out of a basket.
I like that. Oh, and the compass was right near that. Oh, right. Yeah, there's. It looks like you got a bomb up that way.
Fury now has the same map.
Oh, and this looks... Oh, no, wait. No, there's a
there's a
shutter
shutter
door.
door.
This isn't going to be
Yeah.
our item room.
I almost said the same thing, and I saw it too. But we are running out of places for it to be very quickly.
Yeah,
So
I think it's got to be up in this northernmost tip. But I mean, it could also be
tip of the nose.
on the eastern side. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It is down in this. It's like he's just got that one room.
Yeah.
Just to the east of where he walked into the river room with the snake, the ropes. That is.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate. Either he has last location this, or it's blocked. And Chad is pointing out, yeah, Xarnax is back down to 2 keys.
Yeah, he's going to try to find another way, but no, just bend the key. You need to. Oh, takes a death to a Dodongo.
Yep, that's rough.
Yep. And meanwhile, Fury is exploring the head of the Cobra. He'll get the bad news that it's not here.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to explore a Cobra, I don't recommend going to its head. That's just general safety precautions. My advice from me to all of you.
Oh, wait. That's... Oh, okay, yeah. It's a key and it's...
And it's
when we have the bow!
Okay.
The all-important bow.
Alright. So, time to kill some Gomas.
Yeah. Now, I don't believe Xarnax saw level 4 before finding level 5, so he'll be able to kill that Goma if he manages to find the bomb walls needed to get to it.
And he's gonna use some bombs to explore here, but he should have enough to get that hole. Because you could not get that far in 4 without, running into that.
Yeah, but the question is, will he bomb the correct walls first? And Xarnax takes the potion. At this point, you pretty much have to. I mean, with that many hearts, there's a chance you'll get up to 16 even without.
Yeah. Fury now finds the bow.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, both of our racers have found taken a potion. So with that +2 heart start, we still have, I guess, 4 hearts out there, or 3. 3 hearts out there that could still trip us up. But so we'll see what happens with some of this. We still don't have a ladder. We still have not found a recorder or wand. We know the book is on the coast.
Yeah. Now the question is, Yep, I was just about to say, will Fury head straight to level 8, or is he going to check under that Goma in level 4 first?
And he is, he's in the neighborhood. He's going to check on 4. Xarnax is about to find 4.
Xarnax found 4, but he doesn't want to spend the key to get into it.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, Fury is already pretty much, Oh, wow.
Oh,
that was a good...
It's a false alarm.
Yep.
So Fury's probably going to be heading straight for level 8 now. I don't remember exactly where that was, but I remember that the bow was the item that was blocking access into level 8.
It's the top of the waterfall.
Right, the top of the waterfall.
Yes. So, that is also the only Triforce that Fury is missing at this point. So even though we are ladder blocked out of 4, there's a chance that we don't get that ladder this seed.
Yeah.
The other thing that's interesting is that because we know there's a ladder block in 4, we know that ladder is out in the world outside of level 9, and a lot of things are now pointing at this being Silver's and Red Ring and 9.
Could be, but and I believe 7 was also an. Oh, okay. There was we found the floor item in level 3. It was the wooden boomerang that they already started with. It was just so quick that I didn't even notice it on Fury's side. But yeah, Xarnax is in level 3.
So he probably won't spend a whole lot of time in here, simply because it's not going to take him terribly long to find everything, and he'll grab that Triforce, and then we'll basically be tied again.
Yeah, and then it's up to level 9 to be the Great Equalizer. And yep, Xarnax finds the other item in level 3. He's up to 15 hearts.
Alright, only...
Fury finds the map of level 8. Name that ink blot, chat.
Oh, goodness. Oh, no, I figured out what I think it is. I'm going to go with that is a ceiling turret. And we have simultaneous Triforce grabs, but one is a bit more momentous than the other. Fury has completed his Tringle collection and is going to be diving into level 9 right away.
Yep, he's taking the save. I guess 9 wasn't that far from start.
He's going to the Take Any, because 9 was up in the Lost Hills.
Yes, and meanwhile Xarnax into level 8, so he's just going to be a level 8 behind. It wasn't a terribly long level 8 for Fury, so
nope.
Granted,
Fury didn't dive any more of 8. He saw that map, got the Triforce, and said, I'm gonna risk it for a Trisket.
Yep, so the question is, will Ganon be required? And if so, will there be a ladder block or a recorder block? That is possible.
I got a question for you. Would you like some Patras? Because we've already got a buy one, get one free deal on Patras in level 9.
That is true. Especially with extra bosses. I've seen Patras combined with other things, but yeah, this is just Patra City here.
And he's going to go ahead and use his last potion. Meanwhile, Xarnax is also grabbing that Tringle, and he looks like he might be getting the heck out of Dodge. And chat is starting to make predictions. They love the idea of free Zelda in a Chevy room. Yeah, that would do it. Oh, wow. Fury, despite drinking a potion, still falls to Patra.
Yeah. That potion is not enough, so,
yeah.
Yeah,
like
this is by no means a free seed. Now
not
we're
at all.
wondering if it's going to be Red Ring and Silver Arrows in 9. Normally, if you go into 9, haven't seen either of those items, you think it's a fairly decent chance, but
yeah,
there are so many items that we haven't found yet.
Yes, it's true. Almost all of them would be welcome. Not all of them, but almost all of them. Unfortunately, not finding anything that's going to help him fight this Patra. And so he is continuing his hope that he doesn't actually have to fight this Patra. He certainly bombed in the previous room quite a bit.
Trying to
Xarnax
bomb
has now
out.
entered level 9. Oh.
And no good. That Patra is being mean.
Yep. Fury checking his map, trying to see if there's any other spaces he might bomb that he hasn't bombed yet. And of course, hasn't actually gotten behind that Patra to try and bomb there. I think that might be what he's trying to do now. Oh, wow. And there is an opening.
Yeah.
He can get the... Yeah, there he goes.
Yep. Meanwhile, Xarnax is taking on the spiral staircase, Patra. But he's got sword beam, so he's just standing on the far side. It's on the left, he's on the right.
Oh, but it tried to clip through and hit him from
behind.
behind.
Watch out for those,
Oh goodness! Did Fury explored that four-way, and there was no other way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, but he finds a place down, and it's greeted
so now he only has to deal with a bunch of blue wizrobes.
You know what would probably help there? A large shield. And it would be
could
poetic.
help. And meanwhile,
absolutely poetic.
Xarnax has gotten down the dreaded spiral staircase Patra. Picks up a
and
key
is rewarded
separates and finds a transport staircase, which he will not take.
He didn't take that, but he might take it next. Oh well, he got stuck in this room.
Yeah. I think maybe he should have just taken it.
I pity the fool who gets stuck in this room, and I apologize for that joke, Ryder. That was just bad.
Don't apologize. That was great.
Thank you for your pity. All right, so Xarnax still trying to take out this last few keys so that he can escape his prison. And it looks like he's gonna take that path now.
Yeah, seems like the only way to go. I mean, that's a good thing about them not having a ladder. It means that they actually have to follow the logic instead of clipping across the room.
Where? Look, did you see where he ended up?
Oh my god! It just took them into that blue.
Oh my god!
The blue wizrobe room. Bombs to the left, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have sync.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fury found a path to the into this room from the north. So they're in the same passage staircase. They're like going step
Fury
for step.
Fury has a bomb advantage. Xarnax has a key advantage.
Yeah.
But Xarnax just picked up more bombs.
Yeah, and Xarnax has the big shield, which in this wizrobe-infested dungeon could be an advantage.
Really could. Both of them nope out in that room, and they're gonna find, oh my goodness, they're locked in a Chevy room. It didn't have the princess, but my goodness.
Yeah, this dungeon.
Yeah, this dungeon. Oh, that's right. Xarnax had never gone right, so he's just now seeing this Patra.
Yeah, but it's not going to help him much. Can't go north because of the river. Can't go south.
Wow. Xarnax still has to deal with that Patra. And he's unfortunately going to clear this out and probably either die or see what's ahead of him. Meanwhile, Fury is about to get a really rude awakening.
No, Fury.
Oh wait, no, I thought that was the one that went to the Patra room.
No, that was the Wizrobe one that went to the Patra room.
Okay.
But Fury's still in a very rude room. Nevertheless, we got some of those nasty blue Wizrobes again. And we've got a couple of key doors, so he might end up wanting to spend a key.
Yep.
Ooh, those fires rolled up. The bomb split it.
Yep. Xarnax is going to pull what Fury did earlier, has saved, or that didn't save, he just continued, but he's going to go buy some bombs. And that's also a potentially interesting move, simply because, well, Xarnax does have 4 keys still to Fury's 2. Oh, yeah. That is brilliant. Oh. He didn't spend any money.
15 hearts, you're guaranteed to get it.
Absolutely.
Now he's up to 12 bombs.
And then he's just going to go up the coast and head back to 9. The thing is, Xarnax, by not spending any money, still has money to buy a key if he needs to.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Fury has found another room. He got into this via staircase. Wait.
Yeah, and he explored a little bit more of the north area as well. So Fury's been making some progress. That's a roar.
That is a roar.
Saved his progress, so he didn't have to fight a blue Wizrobe. Good move. Has cleared off this Wizrobe room. And he gets rewarded with the red ring! Oh, that has got to be a sight for sore eyes for him. I'm sure.
Yeah, that is big. This is, Fury definitely seems to have the advantage right now, but you never know what could happen in level 9.
Absolutely.
Heads to the north. That
also makes it a lot more likely.
So we've confirmed Ganon is just to the southeast of the room he's in now.
So, down there.
So that shutter door will lead to Ganon.
Okay. We are also very likely now to get those silver arrows, and it's not 100% confirmed, but it's really, really likely.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't know if we actually need Ganon yet. Because of the difficulties of the early part of this dungeon with all the Patras, we still have a lot to explore.
Yeah. And Fury is just going to use his key and, comes out on the north side of a river room.
It's true, but Fury also found a better enemy set waiting for him after he left that room, this room, and came back in. Still has to fight a blue Wizrobe, but just the one. And he takes it out, and he should be able to clear this room and find out if this is indeed Zelda.
Yeah, and Xarnax went to the west of that staircase room. Oh, he must have come in there a different way, but so he has a map to this dungeon. Finds his way into the north side of that tea room that they got stuck in earlier.
And that was not Zelda. Fury has gone into that room, but we have another possibility here. And that is also, if it's Zelda, it's not required. So he didn't actually check that room. That's interesting. He did not go in. Oh, he was already in it. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yep, and Fury once again finds himself facing off with this Patra, but with a red ring in hand, he's still gonna use the candle and boost through and try and just, yeah. He's got to be low on life, but he can make it through now.
Yep, and he'll get the bad news that doesn't take him anywhere he hasn't already been.
Yeah, he needs to kill that Patra. Meanwhile, Xarnax, yeah. If he ends up winning this in level 9, winning this race, you can't help but think that a major part of this is going to be the fact that he bought that big shield.
Yeah.
He's got a push block in this room. And he finds his red ring now.
Yep, his red ring.
Lost track of where we were for a second there.
Yeah, I thought that was the red ring room that he was in. Heads north, finds... Alright, that was... The red ring room was just to the east of Ganon, or, well, no, that wasn't. But it was... He was in the room. This is the room right near where we heard the roar of the pig.
Yep. Xarnax cleaning out that room on the off chance that the compass is in there. It does love to be in those empty black rooms. Don't want to pick up that clock.
Yeah.
And it does open, and yeah,
And he sees Ganon.
Okay, so Ganon is in his room as well. That's information. That is great information.
Finds out, oh, look at your map, there's no room that direction. And
Yeah.
tries to
Also,
bomb there, can't do that
He does
either.
not have 0 health. Fury hearing the roar now.
We...
Even
Fury has
lost track of
forgotten
where
that
he
that was the, Okay, so yeah, it was the Red Ring room was where they first heard the roar.
Yep.
And, you know, chat wanted a ladder-blocked Zelda. If it turns out Ganon's not required, that room just to the east of the Triforce Man there was a river room, and there is a well, it was a solid wall, but you could if Ganon's not required, it could be that room there.
Yep.
You just have to bomb in on the opposite side of the river.
Yep.
So,
Keep in mind, we just found Ganon in his room, so odds are Zelda's in her room. We're gonna have to go up into it.
yeah, that's why I was looking at that room there.
Ah, yeah.
It's one that you can only access from the south, even if it wasn't her room.
That's true.
And I think this is a new staircase that Fury's taking.
Oh, wow, yeah.
That takes
We are in
us
the
all the
corner.
way up into the northwest corner.
and facing one of the more fierce mini-bosses we have in this seed. We also want to welcome SpeedGaming rating us. We've got quite the match going on here. Both of our runners have been searching level 9 for a while. Pretty much anybody's game. They pretty much have the exact same equipment, pretty much have the exact same knowledge. The only big difference right now is that Xarnax42 does indeed have a shield. And as this is a Whiz Road level 9, that has been making a bit of a difference.
Yep, but more importantly, it's a Patra level 9. There have been a load of these Patras here.
Yes, they have. I do believe it's the only boss we've seen though, but
yeah,
that's enough. And they're both. Oh, Xarnax falls.
Yeah,
to
they're in the same room. Oh, but Xarnax takes a death. And it looks like that block did not push.
Nope.
And he finds another double block room. This one much friendlier with just some red wisdoms.
Does push.
Yep, and Xarnax leaves level 9 to get more bombs, and it is a passage staircase. But where
we also want to welcome
go?
SpeedGaming2 rating us. Welcome. We are in an exciting race with our runners basically tied, searching level 9. Xarnax just left to get bombs, but he will be back in just a moment. And yeah, this one is really coming down to it.
Yeah, and the passage staircase brings Fury into the southwest corner. That's new territory for these races.
Indeed.
Neither of them have been down here. Fury gets a fortunate bomb drop. He was down to 0.
Yep, gonna have to push that block to open the doors. Another fortunate bomb drop. Oh my god! And there she is! Just like that, it's over.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, with where that was located, that staircase might have been required. We didn't see anyone get all the way over to the western edge, but
yeah,
if you could walk around, you would have had to go all the way to the west, because that was right where there's in the first E when there's nothing in the L. So it's actually just 2 rooms south of where Xarnax came out of that staircase.
Yeah, and that death that Xarnax took in that Patra room was just devastating. They were neck and neck, and he had to leave. And that even if there was a way around, then that staircase was obviously the efficient way to go. Not that there was really much efficiency in this dungeon whatsoever. And we are joined by our winner, FurySK. GG.
Thanks. It's pretty rough.
Yeah. So right off the bat, I have to ask. I didn't say no Trogdar.
No, but you kind of implied that I needed permission, so I swapped off it.
All right. Jay Coper was given some questions at the beginning on that, but yeah. How about that 9?
Yeah, that was really rough if you didn't find that red ring. It took me until I got that to really feel like I was actually going to survive anything.
Yeah, yeah. You guys were neck and neck. You basically got into 9 around the same time. And we're really both just chipping away at the beginning. Obviously, a lot of early blocks. I'd say the one thing that was probably in Xarnax's favor at first was that he had purchased a big shield. And so he was having a bit more success with whiz robes. But you found that red ring first.
Yeah, I had no idea where the ladder was, but I really, really was concerned that eventually I was going to run into a door I couldn't get through.
Yeah, we don't know where the ladder was either. We've actually about half of this item tracker is still untracked. This was a very low maintenance seed, other than that bow.
Yeah. If this tells you something, like, you guys have the exact same items on the tracker. Xarnax has 15 hearts. And, yeah.
The heart would be about the only thing you could find in this, because I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 9 dungeon hearts mapped out on my tracker.
Yep.
But I'm gonna guess that was probably either a lot of keys to get down to that corner, or the magical staircase that was in the northeast.
Yeah, we're assuming the magical staircase, because I mean that first staircase that you have to take in the Keys room dumps you out like just 2 rooms north of where Zelda was, and the fact that when Xarnax went back in, he wasn't even thinking to try going west there tells me you can't get down into that southwest corner any way other than a staircase.
Yeah, and just to tell you how close this was at the end, that Patra in the northeast that was blocking the room that got you down there, you were both fighting it at the same time, and you cleared it, and Xarnax took a death, and then left to get bombs. And so it very well could have been just the other way around, depending upon how things went.
Yeah, you were like, maybe if he didn't take a death, he probably would have finished like 10-15 seconds after you. I mean,
Yeah.
you had the lead there, but it would not have been a very large one.
Yep, that seems to be the way both of our races went, where we were probably a minute or 2 apart going into 9, and then kind of just whoever found their way first kind of won.
Yeah.
Luckily it was me, but quite as quickly could have gone the other way, perhaps.
Indeed.
Yep, looks like he's about to face off with that Patra again.
Indeed. Granted, he doesn't know, he just has to bomb. But it makes sense to clear this. Oh, he's going to try bombing anyways.
Yeah, he's gonna bomb it. But he's gonna try to clear it out anyway.
Yeah, both of you guys had to leave 9 multiple times. You know, go get bombs. And got really close on keys. I don't think either of you ever really ran out of keys in here, but you definitely were close.
Yeah, I was out of keys pretty quickly, actually, and found my way back to 1, but I only had 1 key door to check that was going to lead me southwest, and who knows, actually was profit. I was pretty amused when I got the red ring. Went back to the spiral staircase room and forced my way into it, only to find out that it was connected to the blue wizard room close to start that had the key.
Yeah.
Wait, you weren't the only one amused by that. Yeah, and we saw it coming because we had just seen Xarnax clear it the other way.
Suffice to say, if I had stayed with Green Ring and died like 8 times trying to get like health at the fairy fountain, which I did once, try and get past that, only to get trapped in the other room. I probably would not have been too thrilled. So luckily for me, it was a situation where my
you got lucky here. So Xarnax into that bottom left corner.
Yeah, and it was a Chevy room, but it was a Wallmaster enemy set, so...
So yeah, he is about to clear this room and go up, and then he'll find...
Yep, he should be finishing...
He just has to go up, but he's decided to kill everything.
Yeah, he's gonna kill everything, probably check this staircase, or we'll see if it is a staircase.
And it's not.
It isn't. So he'll head on up.
No, he's not.
No, he does. He wants to explore.
Oh, and the compass tells him to go back.
Compass will tell him that, yeah, cannon's not required. Oh man, that is a great place for that compass.
That is indeed. So Xarnax ends up finishing about 9 minutes later, so it was a very costly death and running out of bombs. But he has joined us. GG Xarnax.
Thank you.
All right,
GG
so right
Fury.
away, I have to ask, would you like to buy some wooden arrows?
Sure. I don't
Okay,
really have a choice, do I?
You just
Apparently
can't
not.
seem to resist them. Yeah. Did you realize that you had bought them twice?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, never noticed.
Good thing it was a really, really big money seed, so it really didn't matter all that much.
Yeah.
because of
Yeah,
the first
Not
quest
really.
level.
I mean, yeah, I think I would have noticed if I had been poorer.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys
I
gave us-
I think that was what happened.
We might have been incorrect on that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You guys gave us a great race. It was amazing. You guys took different paths, but basically kept on coming back together and converging. And basically entered 9 around the same time, running into the same issues with Patras, coming in and out. Even to the point where both of you were fighting that Patra in the northeast corner at the same time. Unfortunately, Xarnax, you died to that.
Yeah,
And that was the path.
right. Man, that's crazy. I wonder.
Yeah, if you hadn't taken that death, Fury had the slight edge there, but it would have been probably like a 20-second race.
Oh
A
man.
little bit longer because you
Maybe a
did
little bit
hesitate
more
a bit.
because
Yeah,
when you did get over there, you went to that.
Right. Got
you
the
were
compass.
really determined not to go in that room, and we're like, she's right there.
I mean, I figured the race was already over. Might as well see as much as I can.
Yeah, it's amazing too because like this is the emptiest tracker I've ever seen for a race that went 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's like Fury. Like before I even finished, like first thing he says was, "This one was rough for me." And I mean, yeah, looking at the minimum path, like the resources, we had hearts, which was really helpful.
Absolutely.
When,
Yeah, no,
when
like
was helpful if you hadn't just up aid. But
Yeah, I mean, we found a total of, 4 items in dungeons that weren't heart containers, and one of them was the White Sword Bomb upgrade, and another was something you
Boomerang.
started the seed
the
with.
boomerang. Yeah,
yeah,
you guys got the bow, which was required. You guys got a red ring, which, let's face it, was required.
technically no, but very
No.
helpful.
But beyond that, yeah. And then Xarnax, the one thing that you had that Fury didn't, that we thought might make the difference in that Wizard of Dungeon, is that you did buy that big shield, and you were having a better time with some of the Wizard fights because of that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I was
we no
hoping
idea
it would
where
come in
everything
even-
else was.
Even bigger. Yeah, that was crazy. It's funny. I wonder how similar our thought process was diving. Man, 5 was the worst experience of my life. I don't know how many keys I used in there, but it was the maximum possible. I literally the bow was in the very last room. I almost left it, but I was like, I've spent so much time in here. If the item in here isn't important, I think I've already lost anyway.
Yeah, well, but by that point, we had figured out that it had to be, because we had seen everything, and it was like 7 was ladder blocked, 8 was Goma blocked, 4 was...
Oh, so 5 could have been the ladder, though.
Possibly ladder blocked. Well, if we found out just ladder blocked, but there was a chance that it was Goma blocked. Fury actually went back into level 4 with the bow and found that the double block room with the Goma in it was not actually a push block. But
I never explored 4 at all. Didn't know what was in there, or 7 for that matter.
Yeah, I walked back from 5. I was going to 8, which was at the waterfall. So on my way screen scrolling, I already knew that Goma existed in that potential staircase, and was kind of hopeful that if I went 5 rooms in and found like a ladder or an any key, that would be profitable going to level 8 with that. But unfortunately, it was just a red herring. It was a non-push block, as CCX noted. So.
And that ladder's probably an 8, I'm guessing, because you guys basically looked around there for a short time, found the Triforce, and said, like, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
It's there, or it's potentially in 3, because I think a Goma shutter door existed there, and that was the only 2 spots I knew I could go with the bow and wood arrows.
3 we found all the items in. It was a heart container and a boomerang.
Aha, so I just didn't burn the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even notice the boomerang on your side, Fury. I don't know if maybe you missed it, or if it spawned directly under you. I only noticed it for a split second on Xarnax's side.
Yeah, spawned basically right under me too.
We missed it the first time.
So that's crazy. So we both had the pleasure of entering 9 after about an hour. Feeling behind, I'm sure you felt behind as well, and exploring a good 60-70% of it without a ladder, wondering the whole time if the ladder is required. That was exciting.
Yeah, I don't know how far behind I felt, but it was one of those seeds where there really wasn't a way that you could fight it in any way, like other than going to 5 and then backing to 8. So I felt at worst we were going to be even, and at best one of us was going to have maybe like a 3 or 4 minute edge. It couldn't have been much then.
Yeah, it's true. It was really exciting for us as well, because like you guys had found all the levels except 4 and 5, and you'd either cleared them, found a whole bunch of mostly useless health and garbage, or found blocks. And we're sitting there thinking like, we got to find one of these dungeons. And then Fury, you found 4, and we got excited for that. And that ended up being basically right as you ran into the wall on that one not being our answer, that's when Xarnax, you found 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Like before we had found that, we thought that 4 and 5 were hiding somewhere under like a recorder or something, and we're like 6 has to be the answer, and then 6 wasn't the answer, and then you find 4, and we're like 4 has to be the answer, and you run out of bombs, and we're like, he's got to get those bombs and get back there because it's got to be 4, and then Xarnax finds 5, and it's like, okay, maybe it doesn't have to be 4, and then he finds 5, you find the ladder block, and it's like, okay, it's got to be 5 then.
Yeah. And for a seed that was supposed to be not swordless, it sure didn't really. It sure felt like it wanted to be swordless.
Man, one of the biggest things for me was so many enemies health rolled high that forcing bombs was difficult at times.
Yeah, I was out of bombs after going to 4 and went to 5 and saw that bomb upgrade and about fell over because I was so desperate for any sort of bombs that I was so happy to be back to 14 for a little bit, even though it got sapped again.
Oh man, I bet I could have afforded that bomb upgrade if I hadn't bought arrows twice.
Perhaps.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go back
That's
for
true. You
magical
did have
swords?
like 60 something rupees when you found that bomb upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
yeah,
I will
I
say
ran-
that the Xarnax, when you actually use that upgrade to fill up your bombs to go back to 9, I thought that was brilliant as well. Since you
Yeah, I
hadn't
was really
grabbed it
glad.
yet.
Yeah,
Really glad it worked.
the max bombs.
Yeah, so you
I
only
mean, I
had
was-
2
I was
less
ready-
bombs to work with, right? So you
I had
12.
12. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because with all the health this seat was throwing at you, it was definitely a good move.
Well,
Yeah,
Xarnax,
I
I
was
kind of
prepared
hate
to
to
buy
see.
bomb. Go ahead.
I kind of. I know you said you're about to prepare to buy some bombs if you had to instead, but
Yeah.
kind of sad that 2 close races meant that unfortunately we got to see you go as opposed to getting to game 3 out of this series since apparently it was down to the wire both times.
Yeah, game 3 would have been fun, but I mean, 2 like as long as they were both good races, I'm more than happy with my performance in this tournament. I did not expect to make it this far to begin with.
Hey, you guys want to face each other? We'll find a space and we'll just have an exhibition match for Game 3. It'll be fun. Absolutely sign me up for that one. So, any last thoughts before we sign off here tonight?
Just thanks for running the tourney. Thanks for all the volunteers who helped keep it chugging and let everybody watch. It's been a lot of fun. The random percent, like figuring out the flags while I'm playing, is one of my favorite ways to play the game. It's been a joy to play throughout this tournament, and good luck going on through the rest of the. Take everybody down, man.
Yep. Pleasure facing off against Xarnax42. Faced off in a couple different games now, a couple different randomizers. Always pretty fun to play against, and again, as Xarnax said, thanks to commentary, SpeedGaming for hosting, Chiros pulling a doubleheader on tracking since we were kind of short-staffed tonight. I appreciate his efforts, and yeah, looking forward to facing off against my next opponent, I guess, in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, and we'll see how much further I can go.
Oh, so you get Theerwolf. Good luck with that. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong.
Sci-Town.
It's not much better. Looks like CCX is having some issues there with the mic, but I can close it out. On behalf of SpeedGaming, DH Stom, who was one of our 2 commentators, along with CyberChow X, I'm FurySK. Xarnax42 was the person I was running against. And thanks for watching us tonight, and hopefully you tune in for some other great matches. I'm sure there's one ongoing in Randomizer 3.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.